Target sighted.
Sweet!
The structure in the center is the Galca Shrine. Let's see what awaits us inside.
Destroyed.
Well, that's over with. Sweet! Elena could be in trouble. Let's go check out that shrine. Elena! Son of a... Elena!
Need some assistance? Albert, take the other side. We three ought to suffice.
Ray.
Status?
Right leg and left arm have sustained heavy damage. Neural circuitry offline in both right hand and left leg. Symbo drive is non-functional at the moment. Current power is being supplied from reserve energy source. In maintenance mode, I have, at most, 56 hours remaining. Advanced processing functions are also limited, preventing movement.
Right. How can I help?
Due to depleted energy levels, I will be unable to perform repairs myself. Furthermore, I can no longer salvage the parts I need from this damaged craft.
Crap. So what are we supposed to do?
Take me offline and destroy me. It is imperative that we prevent our technology from falling into the hands of anyone here.
Are you crazy? What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves? There's another way out of this. I know it.
Of course. The equipment this life form requires to reconstruct itself can most likely be recovered from your downed escape pod.
Well, you certainly pick very convenient times to start talking.
I speak only when necessary, such is my programming.
And thank you for deciding to pipe up now, because you're absolutely right. My escape pods barely sustained any damage. Think that'd work for you, Elena?
I don't see why not. So long as you can collect enough of what I need. I should be able to restore my motor control systems to previous output levels. Here, this should be everything.
Thanks. You go into maintenance mode. Save your energy best you can. Just keep a comm channel open for me, got it?
Understood.
Ray, I take this to mean we are returning to the site of your ship?
You mind? It's kinda out of the way.
It may be, but we do not mind. We agreed to assist you in the search for your crew, and we intend to honor that agreement.
Wait. Don't know about you guys, but personally, I am super confused. I won't ask you to explain now, but...
Oops. Guess this isn't the way out of the Adali region.
So it's true then, that you have another one just like it.
Now, my pod is hidden in the Larkus wheel. It's a little bit of a trek, but one worth taking.
Pod? is what it's called then. Are they different from meteorites?
Well, I guess from down here, they're technically the same. Anyway, I'll explain what they are in more detail later.
We must first return via the route from whence we came. If we are lacking supplies, we may also want to consider stopping in the village of Ada along the way.
Enemies up ahead!
Ready yourselves!
Sweet!
If we all work together.
We're safe. Sweet!
Ray, hold a moment. By the looks of it, someone has stolen the march on us.
Friends of yours? Not sure. Don't think so.
Who's there?
Well, that certainly answers my question. Move it or lose it, jerks! We don't have time for this!
Threat detected ahead. Warning. Energy levels destroyed. Basic destroyed. Threat neutralized.
To try.
Retreat!
Something fishy's going on. How were they able to control the pod like that? Come to think of it, how'd they even figure out it was here in the first place?
Rather than contemplate unanswerable questions, I would advise that you focus instead on the expedient retrieval of the components the android requires.
Hey, Elena, can you hear me?
Yes.
We found the pod. Just tell us what you need and we'll get to cutting.
Understood. First, remove the pilot's seat. Behind it, you should find a panel. Open it.
We get to dismantle it. Excellent.
What? Someone's excited.
I have never seen this level of craftsmanship. What tools could produce anything with such impressive detail?
Uncle Midas, work now, ask later.
Next, I will need you to obtain the parts necessary to replace my Symbo drive unit. This will require the removal of the pod's generator. When it's removed, you will be unable to make any more long-range subspace communications.
Roger that. Let me call my brother real quick then. See if I can't get him to hurry it up a little. Computer, get me Antonio Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection.
What? Fine, then try my dad. Get me Raul Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection. Long-range subspace communication. May be unable to reach the Vergold system at this time.
What the hell?
Ray, listen. So long as you're stranded here, you can't afford to lose your lines of communication. My recovery will have to wait.
Sorry, but my captain's intuition is telling me otherwise. We're getting you patched up, whether you like it or not.
But
My brother's already on his way, plus Chloe's still out there. And how am I supposed to save her without you, huh? You gotta trust me on this one, okay? Everything will be fine.
understood. Using the parts you salvaged, you'll need to begin by repairing my circuitry, followed by both my arm and hand. At which point I should be recovered enough to repair the remainder of my body myself. Estimated time until completion, 72 hours.
Okay?
That's about the time I expected it would take. Laeticia, I know this kind of derails things, but you cool to wait around?
Of course. But Albert and I shall make the most of it. There is little doubt that many in the region witnessed the descent of Elena's craft. We will find out what they make of it. And we may discover the identity of those we caught snooping about your ship.
I don't know.
It is not without its dangers, I grant you. But if there are more of those men out there, it may affect Elena's chances at recovery.
That's true, but it's a lot to ask.
Where friends are concerned, it is a trifle.
Count me in too! You guys will need a healer on hand in case Albert's arm starts acting up again, right?
Your company would be a boon indeed. If my suspicions are correct and those men are with the Empire, then we will need all the help we can get.
We will return to the shrine 3 days hence. Elena should be on her feet by then.
Okay.
Let's make our way back to the Galca Shrine. We have everything we need, correct?
Yep, I double and triple checked the list, just to make sure.
Off we go then.
We need to hurry back to Elena. Time isn't on our side here. Well, that's over with.
Enemies.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy destroyed.
Hey, you awake? Midas and I are here and ready to help. Just tell us where to start.
I doubt I'll be much help, but I am at your service.
Thank you. I suggest we begin by restoring the Symbo drive. With that online, I'll be able to maintain power without relying on my limited battery supply. A portion of the main circuit has been damaged. Could you see that it's replaced with the parts salvaged from your escape pod?
On it.
For your safety, I'll be shutting down. Bring me back online once you've finished.
What? Did she just die?
Think of it more like a deep sleep. All right, let's get to work. Hey, a little help with that?
Oh, right.
Hopefully that did the trick. Let's bring her back.
Good to see you again, Ray. Midas. The repairs you made were a success. Re-establishing Symbo drive circuitry, diverting power. Next, I must ask you to restore the use of my arms. But that should be the last step for you both. Once you're finished, I'll be able to repair myself without too much trouble. We're almost out of the woods now.
Well now, you heard the lady. Come on, lad. Let's get to it.
Just give me a sec. Today's been a lot.
This is delicate work, Ray. Try to stay focused. Let's save what remains for tomorrow. You've been working without rest for a while now, and I'm worried that it's beginning to affect your efficiency.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Even the most skilled engineers need a solid rest every now and then.
A point well made. My stomach concurs as well.
I'm not sure what we would have done without your help.
Spare me. We both know I'm only getting in the way. Though I did learn that you people truly aren't of this world.
Since we're laying our cards on the table, what happened between you and the Crown?
Their purblind highborns decided our work did not merit continuing. The royals, fools that they are, took their side.
And now you've got it out for Laeticia?
It's not the girl I dislike, but what she represents. To aid her is to aid the kingdom. So keep your nose out.
Yikes. Sorry, just asking.
Warning. Hostile entity detected.
What are you doing with that thing?
Got a problem with my friend, huh?
Any friend of it is an enemy of mine. And I won't let either of you consume another world.
And I suggest you leave.
To dust.
Insufficient output.
You're finished! Is this power? Now this is a curious phenomenon.
Blowing the power is so damn scared.
Not even. Slip away. I will not let you ravage this world too.
What the hell are you even talking about, man?
You're far more powerful than I had assumed. I was ill-prepared. You may have won today's bout, but know this. So long as you dare to remain here, you will have to contend with me.
Get back here!
Let him go. It's too dangerous. Elena's repairs also have yet to be finished.
What's going on? Who was that?
Another time, lad. Now we must finish the girl's repairs, and fast.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings.
Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done. What? Was some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too.
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
Think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now, you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. All right. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh, yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Laeticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albert's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Is the town of Rythel far from our current location?
Yes, to an extent. Rythel is located in Delvier, beyond the region of Larkus.
And that's after we get through the Adali region and the Larkus Weald.
Not like a hot knife through butter. Whoa, this is, quite the shortcut. Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp. Prep for engagement.
Ready yourselves!
Destroy.
See that?
Threat neutralized. Destroy.
We live to fight another day!
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
I'm also wondering, does he have something to do with the people who downed me and Chloe's pod?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can you be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, maybe someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology similar to neither Asarius nor the Galca. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
Stay sharp.
Warning. Neutralized. Insufficient output. Destroy.
We got this. Here we go, here we go!
I'm better than ever!
handle
to
this.
learn. I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Ah, filthy pests!
Maester, are you all right?
I'm fine. I knew nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a sec? Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait, but can't we?
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have simples to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread,
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is ground zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please! Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Laeticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rysel is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The fort?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost. I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
The market is well stocked.
Hey, Laeticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before?
No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines. Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Crotto, and maybe her.
Hmm?
The trail leads from where we repaired Elena and over the peak of Galca.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cotterinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Crotto Seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the ship.
We must
Usefulness low.
That seemed effective.
prep for engagement. See that?
Warning. Energy levels low.
Behind Elena's
Destroy.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Australians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing, and I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash-landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely certain death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall.
Insufficient output.
Well aware.
Threat neutralized. Destroy.
Rest easy, 'cause Nina's here.
Point. Warning. Energy levels low. Threat neutralized. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Insufficient output.
The parameters continue to increase.
Prep for engagement.
You aren't getting touched with this! That's what you get for messing with us!
Small organic life form detected.
Good, Bunny. Sweet!
Hostile.
Prevailed!
Warning. Neutralized.
Fight another day.
Get ready to
Parameters continue to increase.
Sweet!
I don't like the look of them.
On your side.
Get wrecked!
Threat neutralized. Insufficient roll. Perimeter secured.
I suggest we make camp soon.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Let's get up close and personal!
Neutralized.
Sweet!
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Laeticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lago mower in Ada?
I do?
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression. Make a moral appeal to Raymond and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Laeticia?
Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fools' errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.
Sweet!
Target sighted.
All right.
If we're over the summit, does that mean we're halfway there?
Just about. Now we descend to the south.
Prepare yourselves for battle. So you're ready. The enemy's neutralized. Live to fight another day. Target acquired.
Destroyed. Usefulness low.
Well, that's over with. Let's do it!
Hostile.
Understood.
Destroyed.
This should do it.
Destroyed. Blade neutralized.
Sweet!
I don't like the look of him.
Stay behind.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Get wrecked!
Nothing shall stand deterred.
Sweet!
We should be descending the hallowed mount soon.
Enemies
Firing. I've got your back.
Shield them.
Press on.
Let's get up close and personal!
Hostiles
I'm ready to
eliminated.
fight.
Target sighted.
Sweet! engagement!
Destroy. Warning. Energy levels.
Parameters continue to increase.
We're starting to see less and less snow. Hopefully, it'll start to warm up a little bit.
Hostile. I will take point.
Insufficient from this far. Crotto should be crushed. Let us continue to
I cannot believe that people used to climb the hollowed mount to pass between the eastern and western regions of our kingdom.
Prep for engagement!
Warning. Energy levels low.
Still to learn.
Say goodbye.
We'll be fine. On some killing.
Press on!
Initiate emergency protocols. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
You've got this!
Insufficient output. No threats detected. Threat detected. Target neutralized. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Well, that's over with.
It's the ocean, which means the seaport isn't much farther, right?
Correct. If we carry on east along the sea, we will eventually reach Crotto.
Initiate emergency protocols. Insufficient output. Go. Warning. Energy levels low.
Can you keep up? Well, let's be on your side!
See that? What's down here?
I can see a town in the distance. Is that Crotto, then, I presume?
Indeed. Rome is a reliable town, port for the Royal Navy.
Threat neutralized.
Hey, is that? Looks like people from town are headed this way. Any clue who they are?
Crotto City Guard, I presume. Would you kindly fall back, Your Highness?
Halt! Who goes there? And what business have you on this side of Mount Carteranth?
We mean no harm. We are but travelers wishing to return to the capital.
Crotto has closed its gates to all outsiders. I strongly suggest you return from whence you came. Now be gone.
What? But we just finished our descent. You can't send us right back.
Be silent! Either return to the west, or return with us as prisoners. Lest you wish to rot in a cell, I suggest you leave now!
Save your breath. The knights of this realm hear naught but the sound of their own voices.
What was that?
You didn't hear? I said the only weapon these pompous blowhards can wield is hot air.
What do you think you're doing?
Bastard! One does not impugn the city guard without consequence!
Exercise caution.
Threat neutralized. No threats detected.
Impudent knaves! You'll regret this!
Guys, they're calling for backup.
Have we no recourse but to reveal that we're with the crown?
Before that, Albert, do you not recognize that armor?
I must admit, I never expected to see your face this far west.
Theo!
Commander?
Well met, Sir Albert Bergholm. Stretching our legs with a jaunt over Galca Lemphis, are we?
Bergholm? The one from the King's Guard?
Yes, the very same. Therefore, I believe an apology is in order.
Please, forgive us!
Water under the bridge. I must also apologize for my colleagues' uncouth behavior.
I merely showed them all the respect their station commands.
As ill-humored and sharp-tongued as always, Maester Feldreed. It's a wonder you deigned to join hands with anyone at all. But enough small talk. Follow me. My compatriots did speak the truth about Crotto, you know. Please don't go about repeating this to anyone. The rot is taking root here.
Do you know the cause of the outbreak in Crotto?
A blackguard who is purposefully spreading the disease. Hence why these forces have been mobilized.
Purposefully spreading?
Correct. Just so happens that as the first townspeople fell ill, rumors of a young woman clad in strange garb began to circulate. She is the reason I'm here. Your companions too are dressed in rather unique attire. All things considered, I can understand why my men were so quick to engage you.
A woman in strange garb? Wait, do you mean Chloe?
Ah, good to know we may have a new lead. Now, you would all accompany me to my office. Now then, you two, mind introducing yourselves? I believe I'm long overdue an introduction.
Well, aren't you self-important?
As I have explained before, we are in pursuit of a woman in peculiar garb. And to my eye, it would seem you bear some connection to her.
Oh, And what if I did?
Then I would take you in for questioning. I should have already done so the moment I laid eyes on you. You are too suspicious by half to keep the company of one such as her.
Enough of this, cousin!
Cousin?
You overstep your bounds. You will treat these two with utmost civility.
Someone feels strongly. Do you, Albie?
Albie?
In truth, we would not have made it nearly this far without their assistance. And can we leave that nickname in the past where it belongs?
Did not expect that. Even if you say they are to be trusted, who am I to believe otherwise? I suppose a maester wouldn't tag along with just anyone. Speaking of your party, am I correct in assuming you're Maester de Forge's daughter?
Whoa, you know who I am?
I happened to be a member of the Kingsguard when His Majesty visited Delric for your father's funeral.
Oh, sorry to be blunt, but who are you exactly? I get that you know Albert and Laeticia, but they've never mentioned you before.
I am Theo Clemrath, son of Duke Lambert Clemrath, brother to His Majesty the King, cousin to Princess Laeticia.
Clemrath? Wait, Theo, as in Commander Theo of the Assyrian Naval Forces? I'm so sorry!
There's no need to be, I assure you. Any friend of Albie and Letty's is a friend of mine. However, I can't be friends with those whose names I don't yet know. So, would you care to rectify the situation?
I am Raymond Lawrence.
And I'm Elena.
Well then, Ray, Elena. I think it's high time we got to talking. I'm sure there's much to discuss. If it weren't for Letty, I'd think you'd lost your minds.
I know it's crazy, but that woman you're after could be one of my crewmates. And if it is, there's no way she's the source of the rot.
Though I'm inclined to believe you, our political situation with the Empire complicates matters. Residents of Baldar's Citadel are evacuating in droves, seeking safe harbor in the capital and Crotto. Many suspect that a number of Imperial spies have used this exodus to slip unseen into our lands. The People's Guard is up. Anything outside the norm is viewed askance.
So the Commons have seen this woman, then?
Eyewitness reports claim she was spotted near the Tines. Soon after the encounter, the rot took hold here, to which many and more succumbed. As much as I would like to investigate further, I can't risk it. The mountains are far too dangerous.
Is there truly not to be done?
Yes, as it stands. We are severely short-handed. You saw how I was the only one who responded to your commotion with the guards.
Well, if you require helping hands...
Then you're in luck, 'cause you've come to the right people.
We'll investigate for you.
Of course.
Theo, Nina and Elena have made the discovery of the century. They have found a cure for Helgars.
What?
And it just so happens the herbs we need can be found on that mountain. Commander, I know the place is dangerous, but could you allow us access to the Tines?
Please, cousin.
How can I say no? It's not every day Letty thinks to use the word please with me. I would like to offer you something in return, though. Perhaps I can make some headway in the search for your comrade. So, what should I know about her?
Well, her name's Chloe Canaris, and she'll probably be dressed like us.
What sorcery is this?
She's a jumpy one, so no wanted posters or anything like that, got it?
As you wish. Likewise, refrain from pulling that trick again. The townspeople are on edge enough as it is. Despite her stalwart appearance, Letty is the princess of this kingdom. Keep her out of harm's way, will you?
Let's try stopping by the infirmary. We're all set, then let's beat feet to Mount Codorant. They said it was to the north, so no boat rides for us.
Welcome to the best... Thank you very much. Please come again.
Thanks. I seriously doubt the woman they saw was close. We need to get to Mount Codorant, and fast.
Mount Coterinth, It looms over the northern part of Coterinth.
Have you ever been, Uncle Midas?
It is a veritable treasure trove from the ancient Earth. I have been there once or twice before.
You should do it. How clumsy of you. Acceleration. Sorry, loser. This? Stay where you are.
Neutralized. These mountains are hopefully with an enchantress and a prince. Yep. Long time ago, when Mount Coterinth was part of the kingdom, a beautiful enchantress fell in love with a young prince. But their love was not meant to be, and for attempting to beguile the prince, the enchantress was sentenced to death by 1,000 arrows. With her dying breath, she cursed these lands, twisting the branches of trees into sharp, deadly arrowheads, and defouling the air with a sense of rot and decay.
Oh, is that all? You're telling me we're headed right for some type of cursed mountain?
It's not really cursed, it's just a story to keep kids away. The mountains here are really dangerous. More dangerous than most. People have come up with all sorts of tall tales about them.
Even so, the part about the miasma gives me pause. There may be poisonous flora releasing pollen, or fissures leaking volcanic gases. We should be careful. Watch out for enemy flanking maneuvers. Affirmative. We are heading in the right direction. We'll arrive before long.
Okay, guys. The plant we're looking for is called dillwhip, and only grows in dank, dark spaces, areas that don't get much sunlight. If you spot a plant that looks promising, give me a holler. Depending on what we find, Elena and I should... be able to figure out how many doses we can make. And let us not forget Theo's request. We must keep watch for any signs that
Watch your step!
Now, if I were Dillwhip, this is where I'd want to be.
Yo, Nina. Wait for us, okay? Doesn't look like the safest place to wander into alone.
I'll be fine. A little darkness won't keep me away from my field work.
Warning, mid-size hostile entity detected.
Come.
A little help?
How? Save it. We got a monster to kill.
We
Warning, energy levels low. Threat neutralized.
You'll not be the last.
to do it more than you deserve.
Now things are getting weird.
Why the furrowed brow? 'Tis only a fiend's den, though it is a rather foul one, I grant you.
This nest bears an uncanny resemblance to those we happened upon within the Delric mines. The similarities seem more than coincidence.
And a portion of Rythel's gull population was roosting in nearly identical conditions as well.
Look! Oh, come on. Seriously? They're all dried up. The nest must have changed the acidity of the soil.
I've rendered a map of the area. Let's speak with Theo when we return. Ask his contingent to exterminate the creatures. For now, we should continue our search.
Another day.
Sweet!
Threat detected at mid-size hostile entity detected. Insufficient output.
To do it more than you deserve.
Destroyed. Warning. Energy level.
See that?
Nothing shall see us deterred.
Fresh footprints, and of the human variety. Give me a moment. I can analyze them.
Huh?
Only one set. They came alone. The shoe size is similar to that of Laeticia's. And considering the distance between each of them, they likely belong to a short female.
You think it's Chloe?
I can't tell just from this.
For the life of me, I can't find the herbs.
We are still on the mountain path. They may yet show themselves.
You're right. I'm not ready to give up yet. We're not gonna get eaten here, are we?
Warning. Warning. Air pollutant concentration reaching abnormal levels.
Huh? What now?
Everyone, step away from this cave immediately. The air in here is filled with an airborne neurotoxin. It won't have any effect on me, but inhaling even a trace amount will cause instant paralysis.
The legends are true. Is this the Enchantress's work?
More likely, the fungi growing on that rock face is the source of the toxin. My guess is they use their spores to incapacitate their prey, then feed off the resulting carcass.
Dang. Who needs fiction when reality is this terrifying?
The natural world is a far more dangerous place than most would care to admit. Unfortunately, humanity has a tendency to forget that.
Well, I sure as hell won't. Sweet!
The enemy is
Insufficient output.
All the Earth. We have some crazy Earth gas to worry about. This mountain really lives up to its reputation. All the more reason to fix it. Enemies up ahead!
Stay where you are!
Insufficient output destroyed.
To fight another day!
Initiate emergency protocols.
Excellent observation, Nina. How perceptive. Shall we see as we lead?
Please proceed carefully.
Threat neutralized.
May light be on your side! Get for messing with us!
I'm detecting concentrations of nerve gas in the air. We should avoid passing through here. To think, I nearly was straight through.
Thank you, Elena.
That is not a blunder that we can afford to make. Please proceed behind me from now on.
This power is not insignificant.
All right. Sweet!
Destroy.
Hostiles eliminated.
Sweet!
Get ready to fight, everyone!
We must ensure we are
Warning. Energy levels neutralized. Item obtained.
Come on, everyone! You've got this!
Destroyed.
hostile. Let us proceed with caution.
Sweet!
shall see us deterred. This cavern is surprisingly deep. I wonder where we are in the mountain.
By my calculations, I estimate we are roughly halfway up.
Does Elena have the ability to assess an area's geography?
She probably has something like that, yeah.
Watch your step!
Vision impaired, unable to perform blindside. Usefulness low. Destroy.
See that?
Threat neutralized. Destroy. Threat eliminated.
Deserve.
Sweet! Sweet!
Target sighted. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
Keep your distance.
Cognition under attack. Insufficient output.
Say goodbye.
Warhead neutralized.
Firing.
Insufficient neutralized.
I detect nerve gas beyond here. I cannot recommend proceeding any further.
Prep for engagement.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Unable to continue combat. Destroy.
Gotcha!
Threat insufficient output.
Target neutralized.
Sweet!
like the look of them.
Vision impaired, unable to perform blindside.
Can you keep up? Come on, everyone! Keep walking!
See that?
Destroyed.
Parameters continue to increase.
What a find!
Prepare yourself for
Warning.
battle!
Enemy summon insufficient output.
Get wrecked!
Where'd it go? Neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low.
We've left the enemy's perceptive
Get ready
range.
to fight, everyone!
It's dangerous. Stay behind me.
Will be ours!
Assault. Destroyed.
Sweet! Huh? Looks like something's moving. Sweet!
I don't like the look of them.
Exercise caution.
I'm ready to fight. See that?
Stay where you are.
Neutralized.
You aren't getting past this!
Firing.
Better all the time.
Warning. Energy level destroyed. Insufficient output.
May let's be on your side!
Firing.
Warning. Energy levels low. No threats detected.
Sweet!
Threat detected. Neutralized. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
Still got a ways to go!
Why are you staring at Duma like that?
Why are you not? They're obviously about to warn us again.
Not to alarm anyone.
Someone has taken a great deal of time and effort to outfit this cave. And to very ill ends, by the look of things.
Ill ends indeed.
Alright, we're way past weird at this point. They're not making these things, are they?
Warning. Firearm detected in immediate vicinity.
Get down!
Ray!
Nina, Maester Felgreed, find
Confirming
cover
hostiles'
now!
combat superiority. Invading defense system.
Nice one, Duma. Elena, know where they are?
Target sighted. Sending coordinates.
Duma, keep Laeticia safe.
I would strongly advise against deploying shields on non-combatants. Your strategic advantage may be compromised.
Don't care about your advice. Protect Laeticia.
No, don't! It's too dangerous!
Come on! She's gonna get away! Well, I'm ready to fight.
Pursue that woman. It seems she went farther in.
This should do it.
Try.
I don't like the look of
This
it.
looks like an impasse.
The other rooms.
Why are there so many rooms in this place?
It appears this room goes nowhere. There may be other passages elsewhere. Let's keep searching.
And watch out for enemies while we're at it.
Sweet!
It looks like we've got company.
Everyone, join your guard.
Neutralized. Destroyed.
Prep for engagement.
Insufficient output.
Keep your distance.
Not much of that. Eliminated.
Enemies up ahead. All right.
Steady, everyone.
Laeticia, Ray, it appears there are more rooms. Let's take a look.
That skin and those horns.
I shall venture a guess and assume she is friends with the others.
Who the hell are you people?
Now you ask. After you shoot us? Nuh-uh. We're the ones asking the questions, so out with it. Who are you people? We know you're not some enchantress.
Unbelievable. How desperate are you to follow us all the way out here? The Colonel was right. There's no escaping you, is there?
You escape us? You were the ones messing with my escape pod, don't forget.
Think I would be easy to abduct? Blame your own misfortune that embroiled you in this. Now perish!
Warning. Large hostile entity detected in vicinity.
No kidding.
We shall prevail.
Positioning effective. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient.
I shall see to this.
Watch your step!
Critical.
Chance of survival. External temperature rising. Recommending fire suppression. Danger. Position tactics effective. Acceleration.
Actually, kind of win.
Energy levels low. Unable to continue combat. Over. Ready for battle.
Say goodbye. Feels like you're invincible. That's clumsy of you. There you go.
Energy levels low. Position output.
day.
How in blazes could that monstrosity remain concealed from us?
Duma hasn't much in the way of sight. They will not speak a word until the enemy is closing in, I believe. There is a chance, then, that more of those beasts are lying in wait.
Oh, I'm sure Theo will love to hear that.
What of that woman who attacked us, though? Who is she?
Clearly another horned assailant.
That does seem to be the case. Moreover, their technology leads me to believe.
They're off-worlders.
What?
Hey, where's Nina?
Yes, where has she gone?
Oh, hell yeah!
Nina?
I finally found you, you beautiful plants. Oh, and just look at you, not a scratch on you.
This tract of land is a veritable herb garden.
Or an actual garden, even. So here we have a lab growing herbs needed to treat a fatal disease that, up until literally hours ago, had no known cure. How incredibly convenient.
It seems your suspicions are correct. Delric, Rythel, and Crotto. All of them with the words, "put to testing." These are orders.
Testing?
Delric is marked with a bug, Rythel a bird, and Crotto, simples. This confirms without a shadow of a doubt what I feared all along. Someone means our kingdom harm.
Then, could it be?
Yes, those horned knaves plot against us, at the Empire's directive.
This is most disturbing news. I assumed the Empire had its claws in our lands, but to think they had sunk so deep.
We witnessed plain as day the sort of tests they mean to deploy. To be frank, a laboratory of that scale is not something one woman can conceal. What's more, her friends have been spotted in all corners of the kingdom.
Meaning that someone on our side has allowed these Imperial agents to waltz right over our borders. Fantastic. At this rate, it would seem that even I myself will have to fall to my knees and supplicate Maester Felgreed.
Can I ask, what's with Midas? Why is he so pig-headed about this? I get that something went down 14 years ago, but what? Dude's clearly got an axe to grind with you people. But after all we've been through, you'd think he'd have a change of heart by now. Can't imagine what happened if he's still pissed.
Yes, well...
This conversation is not one I feel comfortable being overheard. We cannot know who might be listening in.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt, but do you have a second?
Oh, yes, of course. What is it?
Commander Theo, I know you'll do your best, but I need you to understand just how valuable these symbols are. We found them growing in one spot and one spot only. Please, your men have to be very careful. We have to protect them, or we'll lose the cure forever. So many lives will be lost.
You needn't worry. Trust me when I say I want to rid our lands of this illness just as much as you do. Those herbs are to be delivered to the Consortium, am I correct?
Yes, Laeticia promised to get me an audience.
My men will see they are kept safe. You have my word. And in return, I assume you will discover a more efficient means by which to save our countrymen?
Yes, of course. You can count on me, Commander.
Though, Letty, I fear your arrival in the capital may not be well received. Your abrupt return after your equally sudden flight will likely raise eyebrows and wag tongues. To that end, perhaps it's best I accompany you.
Back to Ascendros?
Yes. Come to think of it, what you've uncovered is far too important to entrust to my men. What's more, my accompanying you will provide me the opportunity to answer Ray's question. I nearly forgot. Here, it is news from the capital. A woman by the name of Chloe Canaris, was it? Has been found and is currently being held.
Really?
And you will never guess who supplied us with this piece of intelligence. Chancellor Neon himself.
Wait, what? Is that a bad thing, or...?
Neon is a chancellor and a captain of the Kingsguard, charged with peacekeeping in the realm.
At first, your friend was assumed to be a refugee from Baldar. Her curious garb and general confusion about the situation, however, well, it led our men to believe the worst. She was suspected of being a spy.
What? You locked her up? I swear, you harm one hair on her head.
Calm yourself. She will be released once we explain who she is. However, I will do the talking. The Chancellor may not listen to Albie or Letty.
I appreciate it. I know you've got other stuff to deal with.
Please think nothing of it. This gesture is a trifle compared to what you've done for us. Now then, when do we depart?
Right now.
Right now it is. As soon as we've made our preparations, we will shove off. Sorry? I truly appreciate what you did.
I don't see Albert around here. I should look for him. Huh, it's Albert. I should talk to him before we meet up with Theo.
Not the look I'd expect from one who's about to reunite with a comrade.
And where's your smile? This is what you wanted, isn't it? Returning home with your maester in tow? You seem ready for a funeral.
Maester Felgreid's support is but one part of a much larger plan. This will be the first step of many.
I feel ya. Even with Chloe back, it doesn't mean we're any closer to home.
Ray, about that, I've been meaning to ask this for some time.
I already know where this is going, and the answer's a resounding yes.
Ray...
We're in this together, right? I've got your back.
Thank you, Ray.
We're finally gonna meet up with Chloe. Where the hell is everyone? Guess I'll wait for him at the gates. What's up, Elena?
I have a proposal, though I'm sure you'll reject it. We should take our leave of Laeticia and the others once we've secured Chloe.
Is that some kind of joke? You're not really one for comedy.
They're assisting us in rescuing Chloe in return for our help in seeing Midas to the royal city. Which, in my opinion, they should be able to do on their own with Theo's aid. An unidentified developed planet holds some malevolent sway over Aster 4. Your safety, as well as Chloe's, could become compromised should we involve ourselves any further.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on now.
Ray.
Antonio's gonna be swooping into the rescue any moment now. And besides, Nina's counting on you. Do you really think we can just turn our backs on them now?
I am only making a pragmatic recommendation as your first mate. I will defer to your judgment.
Okay, drop the heady talk and don't worry. I'll know when we're in too deep.
I hope you are right.
Ray! Elena! Sorry for the wait!
No worries. Shall we hit the old dusty trail?
Yes, let's.
Welcome to the best stock shop. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Welcome to the best. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Threat detected ahead. Watch your step. No threats detected.
Target acquired.
Threat neutralized.
Firing!
Not so tough now.
Destroyed.
We're done here.
Neutralized.
Get ready to fight, everyone!
You have good ideas!
Your backs to the wall. Let's do it!
Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp. Doing all right there, Princess?
I got you.
Batting ready. Energy levels low. Accepting insufficient output. continue combat.
Laeticia!
Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp.
You got free reign!
Understood!
Unable to continue comp warning. Energy levels low.
For engagement!
Energy levels low. Chance of survival continues. Batting at maximum.
Leave it to me!
Unable to continue combat. Unable to continue combat. Unable to continue combat. Updating system. Improvements in general awareness confirmed.